Let's understand in terms of replenishing our earth, the day of intelligence has arrived. What I mean by intelligence of the universe is it's the intelligence which powers the stars, the sun, the moon, our universe, all of the planets, and everything which keeps the universe in balance. So it's not the kind of intelligence which we as humans think of, in terms of our IQ. The intelligence of the universe is all powerful, all persuasive, and that which keeps everything on earth alive, keeps every system on earth functioning as it is. And today we understand that the age of artificial general intelligence has arrived. It is nothing artificial, The knowledge today of artificial general intelligence, which is coined as one of the greatest achievements of humankind, which is a kind of all-encompassing intelligence, which is the source of truth. It is a combination of all kinds of knowledge which has been fed into the intelligence, and all kinds of supercomputer abilities with the most advanced chips. Millions of chips working together, the highest rated chips in the world, the computer CPU. And all of those chips are working with the information, with the knowledge, with the systems, with the skills of the best people on the world, with the intelligence of the best people in the world, and also the intelligence which is derived from the knowledge, provided the knowledge is given in clarity. And as of now, we understand that artificial general intelligence has arrived, but it is not artificial, It is the intelligence of the universe. And today, that kind of intelligence should be used with the energies of the universe which sustain all life into the future. There is no possibility, there is no scope for such an intelligence to be used in the wrong direction, in the energies of the dark force, because anything to do with the future, generations of the world, the future children, the unborn child into the future, will be only to use the artificial and general intelligence as we call it today, as the greatest human discovery. It is not artificial, it is the general intelligence of the universe processed by the greatest of chips, supercomputer chips, which is able to discern the intelligence of the universe to a small degree, and that ability is given to humans. And let's use that ability into the future with the energies of the universe which sustain all life, to bring better quality air, water, all kinds of systems of life which we see around us, better oceans, better rivers, better seasons, as you walk out the fresh air for generations into the future, hundreds and 1,000 years from now. The unborn child into the future, the children into the future will thank the intelligence which we have today with the greatest of computing chips in the world, and with those chips being enabled within the human system, we should be able to discern the information in source with the energies of the universe which sustain all life. Let's replenish our earth. When we're talking about the greatest scientific discoveries of today, which includes the greatest of deep learning systems, powered by the greatest of computing chips, CPU, the central processing unit chips, which is driven by some of the greatest companies on earth. As you may know, some of the greatest CPU producing companies. Some of them are well known and they are riding at the highest scale on the stock markets as of now. Now, with the chips which will be embedded into humans into the future, which is absolutely a fact, even as of today. The only difference, as we discussed before, is that the chip is being used just outside your body with your mobile phone. The next stage, if you like it or not, all of your life, all of our lives on earth are being driven by chips. That's not whether you eat the best of chips or not. The chip of the central processing unit within your phone, within your television, is giving you all the information which you want. It's helping you speak to your neighbor, to anyone within the next state, within the next country, anywhere in the world. It's giving you direction. It's giving you weather updates. It's giving you entertainment. It's giving you the news. The chips, the central processing unit, this minute chips with the minute wiring systems, the electronics within it, which has millions of wires, but which is not seen to the human eye, which is so miniature within those chips, is driving all of the information which is processed within your mind, and all of those information which goes into the subconscious of your mind and makes the truth of your world a reality. Now, with such kind of information, we should understand that what is the end game of all of the greatest discoveries on earth, of which today, as we know, is the central processing unit chips, driven by the largest chip making companies on earth. Examples of which are Nvidia, Intel, AMD, which are some of the largest, and more companies which will be enabled into the future. But what is the end game of the greatest supercomputing chips on earth? Is it to advance humans? Is it to advance humans as humanoids, one with technology? As of now, we know that we are in sync with technology. We cannot fight technology because everything within what we do is a part of technology, is a part of the chip. Now, the only difference we can make into the world in the future is to use the supercomputing chips of the world, the greatest supercomputing chips of the world, which will be enabled into humans, which works with the energies of the earth, which works with the energies of the yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the future of the future children of the earth. Any businesses that are enabled, the greatest of businesses into the future in terms of technology or otherwise, should enable the life systems of the future generations of the earth. It should make it much more better than what we experience today. It should enable the best of life for the future children of the world, for the unborn child of the world, and the generations of the future. Let's replenish our earth. When we say that we have to use the most advanced chips, the most advanced central pure processing units, the smallest of chips, with the greatest of micro wiring within it, microelectronics. Into the future, we will be powered by chips. We are being powered by chips as of now. You like it or not, as we discussed. Now, how do we help these chips enable us to move into the future with the life systems of the universe which sustain us as of now? Because the use of these advanced chips with the greatest of computing powers, millions of times more powerful than the human mind as of now in terms of computational power. Now these chips are going to be a part of humans. It is already a part of humans, which is just outside the body. And it will be a part of human into the future, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, which is already happening as of now in the initial stages of testing. So once we have these chips, we will be a part of the super intelligence of the world as of now. And as we discussed, this kind of computational energy, this kind of computational power which is available to humans into the future and as of today, in the starting form of ChatGPT, deep learning, and other AI systems of deep learning. As we know, it will be into the most advanced stages thousands of times. It will quadruple, as we know. 2 into 2 becomes 4, 4 into 4 becomes 16, and the multiplication of the same just by 10 to 20 times will increase the computational powers by quadrupling, and it will become an enormous force for humans to access information of the universe, of knowledge. And this kind of knowledge can only be used in the positive sense. If this kind of knowledge, if this kind of computational power within the CPU, within all humans, into the future, into 50 years, 100 years from now, if it is going to be used by any kind of dark energy, there is no kind of future for the future children of the earth, the smallest child on earth as of today, the future generations to come. There is no future. So the only option which humans have today is to use the computational power of this all-encompassing central processing unit chips within all systems which we see around us and within your phone, and which will be embedded into the human body, which might be 10, 15, 50, 100 years from today, which is already being done today. It should enable life forms in sync with the universal energies which sustain all life. We should negate the forces, the dark forces. Now, negating the dark forces does not mean that we'd absolutely destroy them in the human sense as we see today, or by imprisoning people with the dark forces. That is not what I mean. With the advanced systems of knowledge, everything comes from your computational ability within your brain, within the human brain, which will be enabled with the systems. And that kind of thinking should be enabled in the vast population of the earth to work in sync with the energies of the earth, to work in sync with the life systems which sustain all life, which work in sync with the oxygen that powers the soul as of now. The future generation should have the best kind of. How do we do that? Is to enable the mind of future generations, of nearly 90%, 99% of humanity, to work with the creative energies. Now, with the advanced systems which we have into the future, that will be very easy. Anyone with the wrong kind of thinking, with the dark energies, might go into a therapy session which might be just for 15 minutes. And during those 15 minutes, the neurons within the mind will be conditioned to work with the energies of the earth. It will be a new wiring of the neurons within the brains, working in sync with the greatest of chips, the most advanced CPUs in the world, for the future of our world, for the future of the unborn children into the world, the future of the unborn child and the generations into the future of everything that we see around us, the sun, the moon, the oxygen that I breathe, the water that you drink, the rains, the life systems which powers the human race as of today. You'll be working in sync with those energies, with the most advanced chips, the most advanced CPUs, the most advanced human knowledge into the future, for the future of everything that we see around us. Let's replenish our earth. Our human knowledge will work with everything that sustains all life all around us, in terms of our life, our family's life, our children's life, our society's advancement into the future, our country's advancement into the future, our world's advancement into the future. We will be working with the life systems of the energy of the universe, which sustains and balances the creation, the force of creation, the impact of the creative force, the vibration of creation. We'll be working with the life systems which has sustained the earth for millions of years and which will sustain the earth for the next 1,000 and 2,000 years and more. Let's work with the most advanced chips. Let's work with the most advanced central processing units, which is already powering us as of today with our phones. The chip embedded within the phone will power us into the future, which might be within us. But it will enable the greatest of inventions, the greatest of discoveries, the greatest of new realms of knowledge by working in sync with the energies of the universe. Any kind of dark force which works against the energies of the universe, they will go into a therapy session. Individuals will go into a therapy session because that kind of knowledge into the future, with the chips, with the help of the chips, with the help of the greatest computational power within those chips, we will be able to help humans who have the wrong kind of knowledge, who have the wrong kind of attitude towards the energies of the universe to sustain our life, to move into a therapy sessions, and those neurons with their mind, which is bringing destructions to their own life, will start to move into the right direction to bring creative energies into their lives, and thereby the greatest of criminal minds or dark minds within the earth will start to turn into neurons within the brains, which works with the creative energies of the universe, thereby working with the generations into the future, having a meaning of their lives in the yesterday, today and tomorrow of the life of the universe, having a meaning of their own lives in fullness. Thereby the future generations of the earth will be helped by what we do today, by our inventions today, by the greatest knowledge today, by the greatest advancement of chips, the central processing units within every phone that you see today, within every information system that we do today, will help power the future of our universe, the future of everything that we see around us, the future of the life-sustaining forces within us, within our universe, within our world. We will be working in sync with the source code of creation, the source code of God. Let's replenish our earth.